This Can't Be Happening at MacDonald Hall by Gordon Korman, age 12. Chapter 3. The Cannon at Midnight. Boots rose from his bed and silently checked George's solid gold quartz crystal digital watch. 10 minutes to 12. He had to hurry if he was going to be on time to meet Bruno. He scrambled into his dressing gown and eased the window open. "Shut the window! Pneumonia!" groaned George in his sleep. Boots climbed onto the sill and made the short drop to the ground. Crouching beside the building, he scanned the deserted campus. All clear so far. Keeping low and in the shadows, he stole toward the meeting place on the south lawn. He slipped into the bushes behind the cannon and whispered, "Bruno?" No answer. No Bruno. 5 long minutes passed. Boots had been nervous to start with, but now he was really worried. A few more minutes went by. He checked his own $12 watch. It had stopped at 9:15. Must be an omen, Boots thought, wrapping his cold feet in the tail of his dressing gown. That was when Bruno and I left our room. A rustling in the bushes startled him. "Bruno?" he whispered. "What took you so long?" When a fat brown jackrabbit burst from the woods and scampered across the lawn into the darkness, Boots drooped in despair. Suddenly, a familiar voice chuckled. "Aha! Talking to a rabbit, eh?" "Where have you been?" Boots snapped. "I've been sitting here scared stiff." "Well," Bruno shrugged, "I thought we might be a bit hungry, so I stopped off at the kitchen and got us a little snack." He held out a huge brown bag. "Care for a sandwich?" He spread the contents of the bag between them. There was a loaf of bread, an entire delicatessen of cold meats, a package of sliced cheese, 4 apples, 6 oranges, and 2 half-pint containers of chocolate milk. Boots whistled admiringly. "Boy, with all this stuff we could run away from school." Then he added wistfully, "And that's just what I feel like doing." "That bad?" asked Bruno, slapping meat and cheese between 2 slices of bread. "Worse!" exclaimed Boots. "You wouldn't believe it." He bit sadly into an apple. "George Wexford Smythe III is a crackpot. The room is full of medicines and stock exchange charts. I can't keep my stuff in the bathroom because of all his pills and ointments, and I can't hang my clothes in the closet because the teletype machine takes up too much room." "At least he isn't an ichthyologist whose world is the undersea world," Bruno countered. "Our bathtub is full of caviar. The ichthyologist is studying the crossbreeding of goldfish, and I am doomed never to have a bath again as long as I live with Elmer Drimsdale. And that won't be too long if I have anything to say about it." Boots sighed. "That's just it. Unfortunately, we have nothing to say about it." "Well, we'll just have to do something then," Bruno decided. "Are you kidding about the teletype machine?" "Scout's honor," said Boots, saluting. "I was just dropping off to sleep tonight when the big financier got a message from his broker. Magnico went down another 2 points. George is wiped out." "Oh, that's nothing," Bruno replied bitterly. "At least you've just got 1 roommate to put up with. I have about 1,000, and I've already killed 1. Too bad it wasn't Elmer." "Huh? What are you talking about?" Boots asked. "Ants," said Bruno. "A metropolis of ants. Elmer's an entomologist. His world is the insect world." "He keeps ants?" Boots asked in disbelief. Bruno nodded. "He not only keeps them, he exercises them. His queen was out for a stroll when I scrunched her." "What are we going to do?" Boots wailed. "I don't think I can put up with another minute of George swallowing pills, gargling, and spraying his nose. He won't let me open the window because of his sinuses, and he wants to call me Melvin because nicknames are so vulgar. As for that teletype," he gestured despairingly with both hands, then reached for a slice of bread. "Elmer's not really such a bad guy," mumbled Bruno with his mouth full, "but he sure isn't for me. Come to think of it, he isn't really for anybody, except maybe his ants and his goldfish. By the way, did I mention the fish tank? It bubbles day and night." He yawned. "Listen, Boots, it's getting late. Between the 2 of us, we should be able to figure out some way out of this mess. Meet me here the same time tomorrow night." "Right," answered Boots. "Hey, what do we do with the rest of this food?" Bruno stuffed the leftovers into the bag. "I'll shove it in the cannon," he decided. "Then we'll have an emergency supply." "Just remember," Boots prodded, "you're always bragging that you have an answer for everything. This time, you've got to deliver. We've got to find a way to ditch these guys and get back together again." "Don't worry," Bruno promised. "I'll think of something." "Melvin." "Very funny," Boots growled. "Good night." "Night." A corner of the lunch bag sticking out of the cannon's mouth flapped silently in the darkness.